For years, Timothy, the host of News Spin, has portrayed his program as an unbiased platform. Yet, history reveals a different truth, one where his so-called neutrality has been a tool to relentlessly attack the government, just as he did when they were in opposition. But should we really be surprised? Even the name News Spin suggests a calculated presentation of selective narratives, carefully framed to serve a particular agenda. Today, on Truth News, we pull back the curtain on News Spin and its deliberate manipulation of facts. Get ready as we expose the selective framing that distorts reality and misleads the public.
What really transpired a few years ago? I think it would have been in December of 2022 when we had this hearing. And yes, indeed, the Prime Minister spoke to the media.
Notice here, Timothy said, the Prime Minister spoke to the media. This will become important as we continue.
After he attended. And let's play that clip of Mr. Philip J. Pierre speaking to reporters.
We believe that justice must be had for everybody in the country. So Dr. Hilaire made himself present at court so that the system can work. We believe that no man is above the law and every man has to be treated equally when it comes to the law. So we've made ourselves present today in the court to ensure that the system works.
Now let the spinning begin.
We made ourselves present in the court today to ensure the system works. What a travesty on the part of the President of the Senate.
The Prime Minister went to a courtroom to say he came to see justice, that justice works.
In this clip, Dominic Fede says, the Prime Minister went into a courtroom and said he came to see justice works. This, however, was challenged in the upper house by Leader of Government Business.
The member, Senator Fede, has once again imputed an improper motive against a member. Not just misled the House because what he said is untrue, but has imputed an improper motive against a member of another chamber in the person of the Prime Minister.
When asked to withdraw the statement, Dominic Fede doubled down. Let's take a listen.
Senator Fede, the standing order speaks to Section 37(4) that no senator shall impute improper motives to any member of either chamber. It shall be out of order to do so. I noted very carefully your utterance about the Prime Minister entering a courthouse to ensure him saying that justice is served. I would advise you that this information, I think, has imputed improper motive against the Prime Minister. I will give you that opportunity to either withdraw the statement or correct it.
Madam President, this is widely covered in the media. The Prime Minister said on television he's here to see that justice works.
Yes, he said it.
There could be no denial of that, and I'm not withdrawing it.
Now, if you listen carefully, the President of the Senate noted that the improper statement was made when the Leader of Opposition Business suggested that the Prime Minister had entered a courthouse. However, the opposition senator craftily used the opportunity to shape a different reality, turning this exchange into fuel for the media to spin the narrative.
It's factual. All of St. Lucia knows it.
Senator
I
Fede.
can't withdraw the facts.
Senator Fede, I will give you one last chance to say to you to correct your statement or withdraw the statement that the Prime Minister entered a courtroom and indicated that he was there to see that justice is served. If you are not going to do that, I am sorry, but I will have to ask you to take your seat.
And like clockwork, Timothy was ready to spin.
Amateurish work. I would hate to believe that the President of the Senate is totally ignorant of the fact that the Prime Minister made that statement in 2022, December of 2022. I would hate to believe that, because the President of the Senate has no right at all to ask the opposition senator to take his seat.
Now, let's clear this up. Dominic's statement was most definitely out of pocket because speaking to reporters outside the courthouse is not the same as making a statement inside the courthouse. Timothy also spun the news to paint the president in a bad light. However, if he truly cared about getting it right, he would have encouraged the leader of opposition business to do better. But that is not his mandate. His mandate is to turn fact into fiction, or convenient truths, to misinform and disinform. Newspin, the world's most misinformed talk show.